Yay! It's always a little delayed, so I'm sorry. I have to watch it. I have to watch myself so that I know when to start. Hi, everyone. Happy Thursday. Today is a bit out of the schedule, and the reason for that is because there is a special pen release. And so it is this pen. And because it is being released in Italy right now, like it's now launching, of course, it means that here in my time, it is much earlier. So, what we have here, first of all, this was sent as a gift from stilo&stile. It is their Fountain Pen Day 2024 collaboration pen with Radius, and I I think you're really gonna like this one. So let's crack it open. I've already inked it. I've already been playing with it. So this is not an unboxing. I really want to show you the details of it, and then we're gonna just doodle and play because it's beautiful. So first of all, I approve of the packaging because, as we all know, I'm very cranky about unnecessary packaging. So this is nice and simple, and it's actually easy to open because sometimes these boxes are really difficult. So I don't have anywhere to put this, so I'm gonna just throw it. Throw it over there. So there is a sleeve covering the box, and if you are new to Radius, it tells you about the warranty, which I actually have not read this before. They quote civil code articles, which is very cool, and how to maintain the pen. And then on the other side is your warranty card. So I like this. I don't need a massive booklet, which is often what you get with a fountain pen. Here's the box, nice and simple. It's one of those. It's a hard clamshell, but it's paper. So if you really hate boxes, you can always just recycle it. I like this. Very clean, simple branding. And inside, Radius. Let's not look at the pen just yet. Let's move that. I don't know if the bed's removable. No, it's not, which is fine. I don't need a removable bed, but it is nice and plush. So anyway, we don't care about the box. I'm just saying that the box is not. The box is a decent box, and I'm okay with it. The pen is in the little plastic sleeve. I've already been into it, so it's not. It's already been inked. And it's got the little Radius tag, which we're gonna look at that. That was so fun. That was so fun. I'm gonna try to keep up with the comments here. I think it's gonna be quiet because it is midday, and I think I'm surprising everyone. Hello, Pertinax, Context Wrench, and Wendy Sue. Thank you for joining. Okay, check it out. Let me tell you the story of the pen. I love pens that have stories. I don't know why. I mean, I have a lot of pens, so of course it's always nicer when there is a story. Just it stays in a special place in my collection. So this pen is, sorry, I got distracted by myself. This is the settimo model, and the pen is called the Desiderio. And what they say is the poetic background of the Italian word desiderio beholds the bond between desires, aspirations, and dreams. In honor of Fountain Pen Day 2024, we introduce a fountain pen crafted from a material that symbolizes the sky, the stars, and the human drive towards the sublime. Something exquisitely beautiful, yet just out of reach. So they are available right now. The discount code is FPD 2024, and it gives you 10% off everything in the store, including the pen. And it comes with, like, we're gonna go into details, we're gonna play with it, but I just want to show you. It's a polished Yovo nib, and you can also select upgraded pre-ground nibs. So they have I think 5 different options. So there is a CY grind. So there's 4 different ones. CY from Tokyo Station Pens. Gina Salarino from Custom Nib Studio, and they've offered 3 different grinds. Jose Munuera from Nib Lab has 3 grinds and a stack. Mark Backus, who's the nib grinder, has a whole bunch of options. And Matthew Chen from Matthew's Nibworks. There are 5 grinds. And honestly, if you're new to grinds or you don't really get to pen shows, this is a really nice way to get a nib. So here we go. Here it is. I have all of the stilo&stile Fountain Pen Day special releases, and I think this is my favorite. Even though last year was a rainbow one, I'm pretty sure this is my favorite. So let me, first of all, I think my light is showing this a bit too yellow, but I'm going to just turn the light up a bit so we can see it a little better. So it has rhodium trim. It is, before I forget, it depends where you are, like if you're in the EU, if you have VAT or not, but you're basically looking at like 150 euros for this as it is. And so, again, the discount code, FPD 2024. My keyboard is all the way over here, but I'll type it. 2024. Just really beautiful. So if you're new to the radius, it is made by Salvatore, who is from Leonardo Officina Italiana. And so this is just a different set of styles. These are bigger pens, so this is slightly bigger. And I really like the design of it. A very slim profile clip. Got some nice snap to it. It's not too tight. I really like the center band design. And then let's open it up. It is a cartridge converter. It does come with a converter. Looking at you, Lamy. That's right. I got my eye on you. Also, Sailor. They're like, oh, you have to buy your own converter. So I selected the broad nib. And I actually really like the nibs. They're really cute. Radius Superior, 1934. And I have mine inked with a Sailor. I had an ink sample vial on my desk and I had to use it up because the cap was not the correct cap for the vial. And so it was either going to be spilled or I was either going to dump it by accident. So the material is resin. So it's not super heavy. I think on their website, they do say it's limited to 224 pieces worldwide. It's too bad they didn't do like 2024, but I guess that might have been a bit much. I think I'm really a fan of this pen. It's very beautiful. So on the cap somewhere, let me see if I can find it without blinding us all. It has a serial number on the cap. So I do like that. I think that's really cool. I actually like a serial number better than limited edition number. I don't know. It feels more mysterious, I think. So the material is blue. So at a glance, it's a blue pen. It has, I mean, you know, in the movies, you see the universe and the concept of like dust, like stardust, like flowing and moving. I think the material captures that really well. There's a bit of black, not a lot. It's mostly deep blue, really well polished, and then the speckles of the stars. So, I mean, it's very pretty. I like it. So there we go at a glance. Now let's just play. Now I just want to play with it. So that was the whole point. I do have an Instagram post to post after of an inky messes with it, but I thought it would just be nice to see it in writing. Very smooth threads, like it's really, really well made. I am a big fan of Leonardo pens in general. They are very well made and like polished and finished really well. And the Radius, they're setting the brand up for success by making them beautiful, basically. So let's see. This actually it might not be a good idea to write on the puffy side of the notebook because it'll be difficult. So we've got stilo a stile, and then it is radius 1934. Oh, but you can't even see that. Sorry. Hang on. Let me lower the light now that we're doing the writings. We're doing the writing. Is that better? Should I just turn the light off? Might that be better? Yeah, let's just turn that light off for now. And then, so the model is the settimo. And the pen is the desiderio. Beautifully tuned broad nib. I did not even flush it when I got it because I was so excited. And usually I flush my new pens with just like really dilute dish soap and then flush it with just clean water. I didn't do that. So I just inked it right away with this ink. So this is Sailor Manyo, and this is the Neko Yanagi, which does not match at all now that I'm looking at. I mean, I did, yeah, it doesn't match at all. Okay, help me out. What ink would match this? I need to find an ink for when I empty this cartridge, or this converter, because this ink is not it. This is not working. So please offer suggestions. I do have my eye on the chat now that I have stopped talking about the pen. I'm still talking, but yeah, help me out with some suggestions there. The FPD 2024 is 10% off at stilo&stile, and it's applicable to everything on the website, including this pen, and so it's their fountain pen day special for this year. Let me write that. I'm going to write it in this corner. FPD 2024. I did not estimate that size well. Business in the front, party in the back. That would have been obvious, right? Mont Blanc Midnight Blue. I actually don't think I have any of the Midnight Blue, which is shocking now that I think about it, because I have all her other colors. Okay, so far we have business in the front, party in the back, Mont Blanc Midnight Blue. Oh, Troublemaker Starry Night. I like that. And I do have some because, I mean, it's in the shop, but I'll just be like, oh, it's for research, and then take it for myself. Starry Night Blue. So, as I write, Sailor Suitin, I do have that. That might be a little too blue, but obviously I picked a purple, blue, green, so that might work. And then as I'm writing, you can see that it's keeping up very well. So Sailor Manyo inks are slightly on the dry side, I think, in my experience. Of course, this is totally subjective and very my perceived concept of wetness and dryness of the inks, but I think it's a little dry, and so the pen keeps up very well. The air exchange is good. It's not running dry on me. It did not run dry on me while I was doing inky messes and doodling with it. I think it would look spectacular with an ink that is a little bit wetter. So 7 Wildly Panting Fruit Flies Gazed Anxiously at the Juicy Bouncing Kumquats. So let's I'm gonna draw a fruit fly. Oh gosh. When I was in university and I was taking genetics, we had to do fruit fly studies. So we would actually breed fruit flies. and then knock them out. We didn't kill them, we would knock them out and count them. So we would count the ones that had white eyes and red eyes and then do like studies on how they reproduced. It was very interesting trying to knock out fruit flies and then count them. And so then I actually took a whole bunch home and I kept letting them populate, and my mom got so mad at me. She's like, this is disgusting. What on earth? She's like, is this what you do in science? And I was like, yes. So, hi, John. Thank you for stopping by. Well, you have to knock them out pretty well. And usually we had little like gas tubes for it, and they were in little containers. And you had to feed them. We had substrate to feed them. And so I would take the containers home and then just observe them. And then also I had a cat, and she was so fascinated. She would just like stare at them for hours. Anyway, they were not wounded, they were not hurt, and in the end I did release them into the wild for them to carry on their very annoying little lifestyles. They're really cute when they're not flying up your nose at night. Dodger blue. Toronto maple leaf blue. I do want candy. I'm not really a candy person generally, but I do feel like I want candy now. Sorry, I know I'm gonna... There we go, sorry. Here, let me put the link where you can order it if you guys are interested, because it is limited. And the discount code for the 10% off is as such. And then make sure to check out the pre-ground nib options if you're interested. I think that's really cool. And then also anything else, like it's applicable for everything. Yeah, so this was from stilo&stile. And I really love the collaborations they end up doing. They very much are my style. And I think this one is particularly beautiful. So for anybody who's come in late, it is particularly beautiful. It's really gloomy out, and I think it looks a little more plummy than it actually is. Like, it is blue. It's a pure blue. The pictures on the website are really good of it. But I really just absolutely love the material. I'm really excited about it. So I think what I wanted to get, I want to get a Fuda nib. Let me see. The Mark Bacchus has a Fuda option. Matthew Chen has a beak point, which is the other way. Yeah. So after this, I'm probably going to go shop for myself as well. Do some shopping, even though I had no intention to purchase any pens because I have plenty. But I mean, nibs don't count. They're part of an experience. And also, I really like getting nibs from nib grinders because I like to support their work and thank them for doing this kind of stuff. So this is just a straight up unmodified broad. So what we have here is, oh sorry, my hand's blocking, I'm sorry. We have broad. This is not dark enough. It is so hard to read. I was gonna get, I'm gonna do this just so we can, I should not have worn a nice shirt. I mean a real shirt, knowing I was gonna do this. So by doing this, it'll give me a bit more dark ink to play with so that we can see a little better. There we go. Hello. Jello. You got 6 grinds at the pen show. That's impressive. Yeah, are there exceptions? Okay, let me go see. He specifically told me that it is applicable to this pen, which I think was my main focus. Okay, maybe someone else can help me out. 10% off everything. Okay, not valid on Hobonichi, Daimine, and Colorverse advent calendars, and the specialty nibs of Grind Your Writing program. Okay, so it does apply to the pen. It makes sense that it does not apply to the specialty nibs because those are, I mean those are custom from the grinders themselves. But still, honestly, I think they're totally worth it, in my opinion. Sorry for telling you it was applicable to everything. Applicable to almost everything. And I know some of the companies have rules about what you can and cannot discount, so I'm pretty sure Hobonichi does not allow discounting until after a certain period or something. So, also, I'm really hungry. I had Cheerios for breakfast, and I'm trying to decide what to eat after this, and I want to celebrate. Like, I want something delicious. Nobody cares. Like, nobody cares. This is just me rambling. Lots of Bacchus dip grinds available. So awesome. Okay, so this pen, now that I mean, writing on screen, it is performing beautifully. It does, like, I don't even feel it. I think there's no hard starting. It doesn't feel like it's dragging. So for people who like really, really polished nibs, this one is not like the glassy polish. I think it has just enough tooth to it so that it's not just gliding. I mean, it's pretty much perfect if what you're looking for is just a regular round point nib. Round point. And of course, if you get one of the special grinds, it's going to be extra special because they are wizards at what they do with the nibbages and the tips and the tines. They are great to buy from. They have amazing stuff on the website. And I mean, even just in general, even if it's not Fountain Pen Day, they have amazing stuff and beautiful photography. Like, they do their own photos that I think capture the products really well. And the product descriptions are good. I mean, I'm really lazy on my website. I mean, it's just me doing it, so I don't have a photographer. I was trying to do something here. Disregard. I don't have a photographer, so I'm not fancy. It does not reverse right. I mean, it does, but like barely. I mean, if you really had to, you could, but gross. Who does that? Who wants to do that? Not me. Ooh, that was fun. I picked up a bit of the blue there. Yeah, it's very comfortable. It has a little bit of a taper at the end. It does post very snugly for the posters. So the taper helps to prevent the damage from the cap on the barrel. If you post, it will micro scuff. It is inevitable. It happens to all pens that get posted. But if you must post, it has a really good, like, it's really secure and comes off easily. So if you must post, it is an option. I don't post. I'm too lazy to do. It's not that it's lazy. I don't need it. I don't need to post. So I just don't. And then the section has just a tiny bit of a lip that flares out, so you're not going to slide onto the nib. Really well done. I mean, it's made by Salvatore, and he knows what he's doing, so really well done. I'm very excited that they picked this material. So the skies, the stars, the story was so beautiful. Let me go back to it because the skies, the stars. Yeah, so desiderio, the bond between desires, aspirations, and dreams. it is really hard to look at the camera and write because there's ever so slight lag between, and so it may not seem like it, but it takes some serious skill that I may or may not have entirely, and to make sure you spell things correctly, because so far I think I'm okay. Aspirations and dreams, and I am an Oxford comma girl, so I did add that in there. The material symbolizes the sky, the stars, and the human drive towards the sublime. You know, to be honest, even if the material was based on nothing, I would still love it. I still really want it. I think I'm actually gonna get one for a dear friend who is a astronomer, not astrologer. I have to make sure I remember those. An astronomer, and I think he'd really like this, which would be really cool. It would be cool factor. Oh, we filled a whole page. Okay, that was my error. Sorry, the nib was rotated. That was not the pen's fault. Pretty cool. This ink, I should point out what it is because I do like it, just in case. Oxford comma for life. Thank you. It pains me when I see not Oxford commas. You know what's really funny? On the Mont Blanc website, recently I was looking and they have stationery spelled with an A. I don't know if they fixed it, but yeah, like, come on. I mean, I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but like, come on. This is why they will never hire me, because I criticize too much. This is unicorn. Nope, that's not what I meant to say. This is Octopus Fluids Unicorn ink. This sheeny one. Octopus Fluids. Yeah. Anyway, that's pretty much all I had planned. I don't want to take up too much of your time midday. I know it is a work day for many of us. And I'm really hungry, and I want to go peruse before these sell out. So that's pretty much it. I hope it was more fun than I thought about doing a reel for Instagram, but I thought, I don't know, this just feels like it might be more fun, and I enjoyed it more because then I got to hang out with you guys for a bit. So there we go. This is not a paid post. I was sent the pen as a gift. I chose to accept it. If I hated it, I would have said no. So I'd have been like, I'm not available. So thank you guys so much. And if you do end up getting anything, let me know, because I would just love to celebrate with you. Tomorrow is Fountain Pen Day and November. So there we go. Yay! Thanks. Have a great one. See you next time. Bye.